Okay, so we'll start, please, with James Savundra. James.
Hi, Pep.
Hi.
Pep, have you got any team news for us? Any players that definitely may start tomorrow? Any players that aren't in the matchday squad?
Everyone is fit, and tomorrow going to decide.
Does this mean that Sergio Aguero may potentially feature for the first time in a while?
We're going to decide tomorrow. Maybe it's in the bench, or maybe tomorrow. We're going to decide to make a training session. Tomorrow, we're going to see how is his reaction in his body, not in his knee. But the important is the last 2, 3, 4 days he was part of the group on the training, and his reaction in the niggles he had in the recent past was disappeared.
Okay, Simon Stone.
Pep, you're obviously through. You've won the group. Given you've got the Manchester derby at the weekend, are you going to use the opportunity to play some younger players or play some players who don't really play that often?
Everyone's played a lot of minutes. So, like I said before, the last days, we're going to play the game to win the game. And I don't rotate the team. I try to put all the players in the best condition for any game, decide the best for the team, for the team for this specific game. There is not one team for one competition, another one for another one. It's important the last 3 days, except 1 or 2 players, everybody was involved and be part of the team. That is good, because in this tight schedule, everybody has to be ready.
But given what you've already been through, presumably anybody who is even the remotest doubt wouldn't play. You wouldn't want to risk somebody for the weekend.
If someone make a lot of minutes, some player has a little bit problems or niggles in some part of course we consider this. But what we have seen today, and everybody was fit.
Thank you.
Thank you, Simon. Next, we'll go to Ben Ransom.
Hi, Pep. Just on that basis, Manchester United have a tough game. They need to win at Leipzig, whereas you have the luxury of having already won your group. What advantage does that give you in terms of preparation ahead of the game this weekend?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. They will be focused today, and when you are focused, when the next game is against a derby game, you continue to be in focus. I speak from my experience.
And Fernandinho showed his influence, particularly in that game when he came back away in Porto. Just under a year ago, he signed a contract extension. Will you make any effort to keep him beyond the end of the season, or do you enjoy the last few months you have with him and wish him well?
I asked this question the previous press conference. All the time is the same. So I said, so as part of the team, we are the light. He's back for a little injury he had, or no important injury he had, and he played awesome against Oporto. This season, especially the previous season, we know now is struggling to play 3 games a week. So we had to handle the minutes, the efforts for him, because it's not like 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago. So, but his training so good. He's our captain. His influence in the teammates is incredible. It's huge. And it's important he's back, and we will need it for tomorrow, for maybe Saturday, maybe the next game. So it's important to have him.
Thank you, Ben. Next, we go to John Smith.
Hi, Pep. The under-21s have got their Football League trophy game tonight. I just wondered if that affected the young players that might be in your squad to face Marseille, and if there's any frustration at the scheduling of the game coming 24 hours before a Champions League game. You kind of have to decide whether they play tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what it is. The schedules are the schedules. So a long time we talk about this. So sometimes suit perfect for the second team, sometimes don't. So, but 4 or 5 players will be in the squad tomorrow. And but like I said, the first answer, we're going to play the game to win the game. not thinking anything else to win the game. So it's the best way to prepare the future fixtures, and because we have to respect Olympique Marseille and Olympiacos. So and we're going to play the game to win the game. The players knows it.
Is there anyone who's going to be playing tonight that won't be playing tomorrow night because they are in the game tonight?
I didn't.
So the
Is there anyone who will be playing again?
Yeah.
tonight, if there's anyone playing tonight that you would have played tomorrow night?
Tomorrow now we have a game, and 4 or 5 players will be in the squad. So tomorrow I'm going to decide the start 11, but 4 or 5 players, the under 23, will be with us tomorrow.
Okay, John, thank you. Jack, go on.
Hiya, Pep. Phil Foden's played the last 4 Champions League games, and without wanting to guess your team tomorrow, I'm guessing he might start a 5th game on the trot in Europe. What specific qualities does he give to you in European matches?
No, he gives the quality in European matches, in the Premier League, in the Carabao Cup, in the Cup. He played against Madrid last season. He didn't play against Lyon, so he played this season. I don't see he play all the games in Champions League. I think the Champions League is completely different than the other ones. No, every game we play, we try to put the team. I'm not a guy like play all the season with just 11 players, so I don't believe in this. So I like to everybody be involved when they are ready, when they are incredible focus, and they think what is the best for the team. They are going to play, more or less. It depends on me, but they're going to play. I don't like to put just 11, 12 players and have 8, 9 players without playing games. So, and after, as much good you play, more chances you have to play more regularly. As simple as that.
How have you found his season so far? Because obviously there was a little dip in kind of October. But do you think he's come back stronger afterwards?
The team or which specific player?
No, Phil. Sorry.
Phil. No. But I think all the season was top. So since the first game against Wolves, like play so good and score a goal, and Phil is a young, but he has a specific energy and specific quality. Of course, he has to improve in the final decision in the 18-yard box. He has to be more patient in that moment, but it's part of the age, part of his age, and his energy. He's going to handle in the best way through the years. And but as I said many times, we are delighted about have him, his performance, and is an incredible important player for us. He knows it, and the team knows it.
Thank you, Jack. Next, we'll go to James Ducker.
Hi, Pep. Just given the crazy schedule this season and no pre-season, how much of a boost is it for you going into the derby on Saturday to be able to have options to maybe rest or take out one or two?
No, St. James, I don't rest players. I don't say these players don't play now because I'm thinking about the other ones. So we play against Oporto like we played to qualify first in the Champions League, and I put another players, and they were awesome. We concede 1 clear chances and no more against Oporto. It's incredible success. So I said many times, the team are going to play tomorrow, they can play against United. And the guys that don't play tomorrow, maybe don't play against United, or maybe play. I don't know. But tomorrow my focus is I want to win this game tomorrow. It's not about the election. And it's not because we have one more day or less day, because in the previous past we had, in the previous Christmas time, always we had the team would rest less days, and it doesn't matter. So tomorrow we're going to play to win the game, and after Thursday, Friday, we're going to think about the game against United.
Yeah. And just on Aguero, I know you've spoken quite a bit about him in recent weeks, Sergio. How reassuring is it for you as a manager to know that at some point you're going to have a player of that quality to come back? Because any of the top set forwards in the world, whether it's Kane, Lewandowski, all players like that, players of that quality are missed. How reassuring for you is it to know that you've got a player of that caliber coming back?
He'll be back when he will be able to train regularly during weeks, and try to get minutes, and after he'll be back, because the quality is there. So with Sergio, we know him quite well. He's working incredible hard to come back, and this is the most important thing. So of course he needs a little bit more time for the injured, for his physicality, but we are patient. So we would love to have him fit and ready, but if his knee responds well, the man that put himself on the pitch in the training session and the first minutes on the field, so he will be back for sure. With the quality from Sergio, nobody has doubts about them but him.
Thank you, James. Next question from Paul Hurst.
Hi, just coming back to Phil again. He's only 20 years old, but he's played in several positions for you. How kind of beneficial is that for you as a manager to know that you've got someone who can play, centre midfield, wing, number 10, or as a striker?
Yeah, it's so good. Now in that moment, I see him people play up front because for the dynamic, for the sense of goal, for he helps us for the first pressure and after his backwards. And I'm pretty sure with the age and the years go through and become 25, 24, 25 years old, he will be able to play more in defensive midfielder or in defensive positions. And he has to understand the situations sometimes, but it's part of the age. But now, like you said, can play in the both wingers, behind the striker as a striker, because his dynamic, his aggressivity to attack the ball is incredible. And that's why, as a manager, as a team, has the player like this that can play in several positions is fundamental.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. Okay, we'll take some questions in French from the French journalists on the call here. We'll start with Jean Saint-Marc.
Good afternoon, Pep. Will Benjamin Mendy have the opportunity to play against his former club? And overall, what progress does he need to do?
Mendy? Yeah, it's getting better. The last 3 weeks, 1 month, he was not injured. He played regularly, played quite well. Still, he didn't get the best level that normally he can have, that in Marseille and Monaco. But yeah, Mendy, I said many times, when he can train regularly, is not being a stop for the injury. He can give us, or he can do what really he is.
Okay, thank you. Fabrice Lamperti.
Oui, bonjour.
Hi, hello.
Hello.
Well, people have been talking about the derby on Saturday a lot, but what about talking about Marseille for a moment? And what do you think about its team, and what do you think of André Villas-Boas, the coach?
A lot of respect. He has been in a lot of clubs, making crowd success in Oporto, and after making experience in England. So and Marseille, position on the table in the French league, speaks for itself. The quality is there. Unfortunately, he couldn't get the good results in the Champions League, especially when he lost in the first game in Olympiacos in the last minute, and after lose at home against us. So start with 0 points, 2 games always make difficult, but the quality is there with Payet, with Thauvin, with all the strikers, with Benedetto, the physicality up front. So yeah, the French league is tough. Everybody knows it. Look what happened Lyon, what happened Lille, and of course PSG, and he's there. So yeah, it will be an interesting game. Really important, of course, for them for qualify for the Europa League, but for us important too. For the club, for the prestigious, for many things, and yeah, for the dynamic to win games and win games.